Man, motherfuckers lost their minds up in Philly today.
Bro, Philly's on fire ever since yesterday.
Oh yeah, man. Because they refuse to release the body cam.
Bro, no, it's go to Instagram. They have it on there. I already seen it. GPS already seen it.
Oh, okay.
Bro, the guy has a knife. Mother's behind him, trying to plead with him to stop. And then they come around the block again, or not come around the block, but come back into the street. And then mother's still pleading with him. He's pointing the knife at the cops. They tell him to drop it. Nothing. And then they just start blazing. Start blasting.
That force was a little excessive. That's what the complaint is. Like, this cat looked like he had mental issues.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just open fired on his ass.
Yeah.
Because they have lethal ways of taking somebody down, man. They got tasers.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. But there was none in sight. I didn't see a taser in sight. Nobody was worried about that.
Nah, man. It's the problem. His mother was trying to talk him off the edge. That made it right there, made you realize, yeah, this is excessive force right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if he would have lunged, did he start running towards the cops with the knife? Or?
He was walking towards them when you seen in the video. Prior to the video, obviously we don't know what happened. But while he was doing, while he was walking, he walked around this couple set of cars, and then walked back into the street. And then that's when the police were backing up, telling him to put the knife down. He didn't answer. He was pointing it at them while walking towards them. No lunging or anything like that. Just walking towards them, and then boom, 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 10 shots.
Yeah, man. When we talk about police reform, most of these fucking conservatives think we want to just strip the police, just strip them down and give them nothing to work with. A situation like that, it was to me, it could have been threatening, but if you got a gun is always going to win over a knife, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it is. I would have just pepper sprayed them and tased them once, but they don't. The problem is, the first thing cop is going to say is, he came running after us. One man with a knife, and how many cops was it? Like 5 or 6 of y'all motherfuckers?
At least about 4 originally when they were pointing it at him. I would say at least 3 to 4 that I saw in the video.
Yeah, that's like 3 or 4 guns.
Mm-hmm.
And against one knife?
Yeah.
Hey, you can't walk away from those eyes. Those eyes are kind of fucked.
Or like that old saying goes, you can't bring a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah. The problem is, man, like, people got to understand what is police reform, what does it mean, and that's a good example of police reform.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was very excessive, man. The first that cop will say is, well, this is what we've been trained to do, but if there's someone of a different hillbilly Joe walking around with an AK, man, they would have handled it differently.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been handled differently. The looting, I don't understand, man. I'm like, yo, motherfuckers, I understand y'all mad, but damn.
Yeah, that's not gonna do nothing. And then on top of that, there's that one pickup truck that hit a cop.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh,
man.
bro, they didn't show the cop in the street, but you seen the truck, and they said the truck hit that cop, and that truck kept on going.
And the problem I have with this might fuck up the election cycle, man. Because these motherfuckers gonna be rioting. Ain't nobody thinking about going to the polls, man. Shit.
But you'd be surprised. Today there was a lot of people out there in City Hall doing the election, the earlier voting.
Okay, that's good, man. We don't want nothing to disrupt this shit. Because something like that can put this on the trail, man. I mean, yes, Democrats have a stronghold in Philly, man. But they're saying now there is more millennials vote this time than they ever seen before, man.
Mm-hmm.
First,
yeah.
so I'm kind of optimistic that this is going to be a good election. Biden, if everything works out the way it does. Yeah, but I looked at that shit on 52nd Street, man. The first thing I did was call my mom. Of course, she didn't pick up and call me back. I was like, is everything okay where you at? She's like, yeah, they just out here acting like it's looting and shit. But she's like, she talked with some of the store merchants and all that. She had conversations with them. They real pissed and upset about what's happening and everything. Yeah. Which I would be.
Yeah, it's affecting business too.
Yeah, it took away your livelihood. Your livelihood got burnt down or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Philly's on fire ever since that that video came out. I saw the full thing.
Yeah, I was watching it too. People going back and forth. Oh, they didn't have to shoot him, blah, blah. I'm like, well, look, here's my problem. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you're going through. When a cop tells you to drop the weapon, you got to drop it, okay?
Right.
Because he's not going to give you a second chance to come at him, okay? And that's the other thing I was reading up about Audible. They could have tased him. Well, he wasn't responding to normal talk. What would make you think he would have responded to a taser? A taser doesn't drop everybody.
No, but at least it can get the knife out of his hand.
Maybe.
Or even the one boy that was living in the neighborhood, he's like, "Oh, you could have shot him in the leg." If the worst case scenario.
Tell you what. How about this? There's more y'all than it is of him. If y'all can figure out a non-lethal solution to disarm him, as a matter of fact, y'all was here watching this motherfucker run up and down the fucking block with the knife the whole time. Why couldn't y'all have disarmed him?
Yep.
Right, because y'all just as scared as we are.
And then the other videos proved it when freaking 52nd and Market was going off, and they were running after the cops. The cops were hightailing it out of there. Like 30 cops got hurt.
Oh yeah, that one lady got run over, boy.
Well, the truck, I seen that truck. I was like, boom. I was like, damn.
When they find the owner of that joint,
he's done.
It's a wrap.
He is straight up done. But
okay,
to answer your first question about what they could have done, I saw this clip from the BBC about a machete-wielding individual that they stopped. What did they do? They grabbed the shields, and they all surrounded him with the shields and subdued him like that.
Well, I don't think they had shields at the time. So you got to go with what you had.
True, but what I think they should do is use shields now as part of their standard equipment.
Okay, that's one.
Even if they put it in the trunk and then pull it out, okay.
Or two, could have one guy with a taser and one guy with a gun. Okay, check this. He's going to tase you if you move. This is how it's going to go. I'm going to ask you to drop the knife. If you don't, he's going to tase you. If you come at me, I'm going to drop you. Okay? Just so you know.
Okay. Well, let me give you option. I'll give you option 3.
What's option 3?
You can have all 3 of them. You have the guy with the shield, the guy with the taser, the guy with the gun. This is what you do. Guy with the taser shoots him, shocks him up, and then what you have is that guy with the shield. You in a 3-point stance, like you Andre Waters, and you just blast him down. Boom. Tackle the shit out of him down.
Wow.
That's what I'd say. Use what Andre Waters used to do. That's why we called him Dirty Waters. Come on now. Use that. Take that 3-point stance. Okay. Boom. Take him down. Chop block him. Whatever. You can do that. Worst case scenario, if you have to have an armed officer shoot, go for something that is away from arteries. Shoot in the foot, shoot in the leg, but somewhere away, something. But that's that last case resort.
Well, the problem is that assumes that this guy is not on something, and that if you hit that other artery, he's going to bleed out. Have him as a third alternative. But now here's the deal. If the guy comes in and he's doing something, let's say, if he's got like a Glock or something like that, then that's a different story. Then I would have to find out first of all, is the the shields, are they bulletproof? If they're bulletproof, okay. At that point, you got a gun, we got a gun. Okay. That right there, You run around the street with a gun, I don't care why. We're going to ask you one time to drop the weapon, and then we're going to drop you.